Hey everyone, this is Uthris. Welcome back to Let's Build Lothloria, episode 15. So in the last episode, we went ahead and built the additional fortification for the castle. I believe I'm going to make this area into a courtyard at some point. Just the terrain sculpting is kind of delaying that right now. And then over here, I went ahead and built some furnaces, and this is where they would mainly smelt down the ore. And down in the cave, I'm slowly making it wide enough, and at some point I'm going to put a minecart down here, and it'll actually run the whole length of the mine, and then there'll be offshoots that the people would carry the resources from and put it on this, and it will get towed back up to about here. I don't know how I'm going to handle the sloping of it. Maybe I might put some... I can put some slopes every now and then, like a straight slope and a straight and a slope, like using the diagonal timbers. I might be able to do that and hopefully get it up in a smooth-ish action. It's probably going to take a couple iterations to do. But the furnaces, they're basically chimneys, of course with some fire, miscellaneous kind of stuff around it. Here's some smelted down metal that they have already turned into bars. Supplies, maybe some coal would be in these barrels. And on this side there's some lumber and some more rope. You never know if you need rope. And this one is just an additional furnace. It's basically just copied and pasted over there. The steps, just kind of a handcrafted little thing. They're not very efficient actually to go up and down, but I just think it makes the place look a little nicer. In fact, maybe I should actually extend them like that. That way it actually looks like a proper step, and I actually really smoothed it out. Good idea, me. So, yeah, some nice, interesting wooden steps, just to make sure all the foot traffic doesn't actually deform the land. And then for this episode, we're going to be building this structure. This is going to be the bakery. So this little back corner is going to house the ovens, and then the front will probably be a shop, and then back here will just be counter space and display space. It's just a single story structure, so probably not going to take me too long to do. In this front area, I want definitely plenty of windows. You want people to be able to feel very at home and welcome here. So we'll just go ahead and throw windows down and start building up the wall. Now this back area is going to use stone walls just to break up the surfaces a little bit, and you'll have to excuse that sound. That is my TeamSpeak with all my friends on it. I should probably leave that. There we go. Sorry about that. Maybe you guys will hear us playing a Smite or something at some point once I start recording those. But then again, do you really want to hear a bunch of people rage and yell at each other when they're doing terrible? I don't know. It could be entertaining. So back here is just going to be plain walls because I said so, and also shelving space mainly. And then back here, this will be the entrance to the oven and actual cooking area. Baking area, I mean. They're not really cooking, I guess. This little window, maybe the cashier can just talk straight to the chefs. And the strobe effect's back. You know, just fun times, that thing. And then we'll go ahead and throw some tables down as counter space. So maybe the counter space can start there and then wrap around this way. Like so. This way they have plenty of space to set out the bread and pastries. I'll go ahead and just build, I think, some custom shelving to display some extra treats. Yeah, I think 3 tall there works well. Like, I understand why they put the bounding box when you're looking at another square, just to know that you're interfering with this one. I wish it was just not so in your face all the time. It can get a little annoying. But hey, it's early access, everything can change tomorrow for all we know. And, you know, I welcome things like that. That's why I enjoy early access games. They're very, you know, community driven, and it's just a lot of feedback and changes can happen. But then also you can get into some traps that might, you know, just feel like they're taking advantage of you. But hey, anything, and you know, I don't want to blame any developers for doing that. A lot of things can happen in development, and can get a little out of hand, I think. Just gotta try and make these match. And also with early access games, I think as nice as it is for a community to you know, assist and give suggestions, it's a very wonderful thing. Sometimes, you know, too many suggestions can actually hurt the development. I think it can kind of stagnate the process and almost get in the way of the actual vision of the game rather than helping it out a whole lot. So here's some shelving. And then probably I guess put some of these on here. Doesn't really make sense though, does it? Yeah. Maybe these are just holding stuff. I don't know. Just trying to get clutter and interesting things around. This time I'm actually kind of showing you guys the bit of the actual decoration process instead of just a bunch of roofing. And this sometimes can just take the longest amount of time. So you just try a whole bunch of iterations and throwing stuff around until it looks like you wanted, you know? Sure. We'll have some rope, maybe they use it to package the item once it's all together. Who knows? Maybe we can. Let's see if I can't copy some of these out. They may look like logs, but they also kind of look like bread. Not really. But I'm gonna say that. That's why these are there. Or they could be rolling pins. Hey, there you go. That makes sense. And need a chair, you know, don't want to stand on your feet all day, I don't think. If I can get out here. This space looks almost too empty, so maybe a custom table and shelf over here. So we'll actually expand it out. Maybe these are the actual more freshly baked things, and they're just in a bin. And details, details, all the details. It's what we need. So, corner, then gap. Corner, gap, gap. Double that up. There we go. You know, something interesting there. Okay. And then more shelving. This episode may have a little less, I guess, off-camera work than usual. But I am actually going to post that War Thunder vid that I said that I would a couple episodes ago. So that is actually kind of ready. Do that back. Some shelving like that. Just breaking it up. And then ovens. So ovens, we'll try using some windowed rounds, like so. So we can get some oven looking things going. And then we can do this and raise them up. Or not. Maybe I don't like that. Oven, let me think. I mean, that's like, this is pretty much like the blacksmith furnace at this point. That's not what I want. I want something a little different. Maybe, maybe a large kind of oven structure with a window to double check everything. Actually, let's do that. So a large open oven, you can walk in and almost use it like a kiln, I would say. You know, so there's a door you would seal, put things in here. There might be some shelves to actually get this to make sense. Probably still doesn't make sense, but hey, you know, it's there. I made it. The access point for this back oven, I think, will be like this. And then you know what? Let's yeah, throw that on the floor. No, let's not do that. Let's get rid of these. Because ventilation would be a problem. It still needs a chimney, so maybe it'll flow in from the large furnace and still go out the small furnace's exit point. That way you only have one kind of chimney structure. Like that. And so. Just seal that off like that. And put a shelf back. There we go. Okay, and let's put some tables so that they can actually roll out some dough. mold it a little bit. Just needs a wall. Maybe we'll put the tables like this. There we go. You can still get down here, access the ovens. And for the oven, this main one, we can use these wooden planks as a base. There we go. Here's this kind of oven area, vents out there. It doesn't necessarily, I guess, have to make 100% sense. It can be a little fudged here and there, but as long as like they get to see what you're going for, kind of, that's the important thing. So most of my chimneys, I like to use the battlement as like an effect to almost make it narrow at the top and just look a little bit more detailed. And then we can go ahead add supports for the roof. You didn't think there was going to be roofing. There is always roofing to be had. So make it go like this. Maybe a window for just some ventilation. I know bakeries back in the day were pretty dangerous, actually, I think, because the fine powder could combust. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that was a concern. Maybe just a few tables. There we go. And this will be a wooden roof structure. I mean, it's not a house, so I don't have to follow the thatch rule. And also, just to set it apart, a little bit different than the rest. So we can go ahead and seal it off. Throw a window up. And the peak. Now I might actually throw in some detail here. Might actually do this. I feel like something needs to break up, or not. I was gonna say something needed to break up the room, and having another thing would have been interesting. So you don't want me to build on top of you. Okay, maybe I can just put it based off this. Like so. There we go, something like that. It almost acts like to divide the areas at once, like this is where all the stuff's stored for display, and then this is the shop side, and then back there is another area. So you can kind of maybe use rafters to break up rooms without having to use walls. And I'm making this video like 100% like straight through, just because you guys might not see all my thought process when I do skips, and I think it's probably the more interesting side of building, is seeing how one person thinks and then forming your own opinion, and maybe, you know, if you want to do it a different way to see what it looks like, you can. I mean, I'm not going to try every iteration. That's for you guys to explore and have fun with. We'll do that and add the peaked spot like so. And then an awning to kinda just bring this area to pop out and forward just a little bit more. Now this awning will actually not have any vertical posts. It's just all going to be up there like this. And there you go. You have a bakery. I mean, sure. I mean, yes. This could probably be in the market square, where a lot of foot traffic is. But the bakery, I mean, could also, you know, have a stall up here, so they can sell their goods here, bake it there, and then also sell them there, and mainly store all their wares in that location as well. So I think that looks pretty. I mean, it's a nice little structure. Little different. I mean, it has a chimney, so it sets itself apart. It's obviously not that building. You know, the tannery and tailors. It's obviously not a blacksmith, though it has a chimney, so it makes you wonder what it is, because nothing else really has a chimney. And yeah, this spot, haven't decided what that's going to be yet. I mean, that's from 3 episodes ago. If you have a profession that might fit that kind of shape, or something that would go along with these type of buildings, let me know in the comments, and I'll probably build it. So, furnaces, bakery, and we'll just go ahead and finish with a nice back pan as always. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode, part 15, and have a nice day.